साथियों, आज का कार्यक्रम ये तय हुआ था कि जो एडवोकेट्स लोग हैं और बाकी समाज के संभ्रांत लोग हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ इंडिया के सामने भगवान दास रोड से मार्च करेंगे और जंतर मंतर पहुंचेंगे 1 बजे। 1 बजे का टाइम हो गया, हम लोग यहाँ आ गए। उसके तहत लोगों के व्यूज आएंगे और भारत सरकार को आज के परिप्रेक्ष्य में एक 15 सूत्री मेमोरेंडम दिया जाएगा। साथियों, बड़े खुशी की बात है कि जिस मेमोरेंडम को तैयार किया गया उसमें काफ़ी वक्त लगा। देश के विभिन्न राज्यों के बुद्धिजीवियों की ओपिनियन ली गई, बहुत सारे जजों की ओपिनियन ली गई, वो मेमोरेंडम तैयार हो गया। 15 सूत्री एक मेमोरेंडम तैयार किया गया जो आज भारत के राष्ट्रपति, भारत के गृह मंत्री और भारत के प्रधानमंत्री के माध्यम से भारत सरकार को दिया गया। इसके साथ साथ उसकी प्रतिलिपियां हैं। तो बहुत सारी और भी संस्थान हैं, ह्यूमन राइट कमीशन है, इलेक्शन कमीशन है, बार काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया है, बहुत सारे संस्थान हैं, उनको भी दी जाएगी। उसमें क्या लिखा हुआ है, व्हाट इज द मेमोरेंडम, मैं आप लोगों के सामने उसको प्रेजेंट कर रहा हूँ, पढ़ के सुना रहा हूँ कि मेमोरेंडम क्या है और किससे संबंधित है, ज़रूरी है और आज के परिप्रेक्ष्य में उसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन होनी चाहिए, तभी हमको पूरे समाज को न्याय मिल पाएगा। तो जो मेमोरेंडम गवर्नमेंट को दिया गया है मैं पढ़ता हूँ, आप लोग सुनिए। To the Honorable Prime Minister, Government of India, at PM House, Central Secretariat, New Delhi. Subject: Memorandum / representation for your kind consideration and implementation on the following subjects so soon as possible in the interest of the nation. Number 1. To stop the privatization of the government PSU companies like ONGC, Air India, BPCL and Indian Railways, etc. and to generate the new vacancies in so many departments of the government in center and in the state government, to provide the job services to the youths in India who are jobless at present in crores. Number 1. Number 2. To make the reservation of SC, ST and OBC classes compulsory according to the reservation policy laid down in the Constitution of India in private sectors like institutions, industries and factories, etc. running in the country from so many years till date. Third, to fill up the reservation quota of 22.5% for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, like 15% for scheduled caste and 7.5% for scheduled tribes, and 27% quota for other backward classes by way of special recruitment immediately, and to restore the policy of reservation in promotion of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes communities like previously. The toilets, शौचालय, must be compulsory built up by the government at every home of individual in rural areas to control the rape cases at there, and in the same manner the hand pumps for the drinking water must be installed by the government separately in the separate localities of all the communities like SC, ST, OBC, minorities and general, to control the dispute among themselves on the aforesaid regions. Fourth, to conclude the dispute of reservation in public sectors, government services in center and in the state of SC, ST and OBC communities in India, there are two options. Number A, either the central government and the government of a state should follow the policy जिसकी जितनी संख्या भारी उसकी उतनी भागीदारी. According to this policy, the reservation of the aforesaid classes SC, ST and OBC including general and minority communities should be fixed as 30% reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in total. In the manner 20% for scheduled caste and 10% for scheduled tribes, 40% reservation for the backward classes OBC, 15% reservation for general servant communities and 15% to the minority communities be fixed by way of law to avoid the dispute of reservation in public sectors of the government and in all the PSU companies like ONGC, Indian Railways, and in the educational institutions like technical institutions and in the universities, etc., headed by the government through University Grant Commission. B. If the central government and the government of a state are not agree to follow and make the law stated above in subpara A under para 4, then it must be continued like previously as 22.5% reservation in public sector for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, like 15% to scheduled tribes, 7.5% scheduled tribes, 27% reservation of backward classes, and rest 50.5% reservation in all the public sectors and PSU companies, etc., stated above must be open to all the classes and communities of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, OBC, general, servant communities, and minority communities like previously. And the 10% reservation made by the central government to the general servant communities on economic basis is illegal and unconstitutional. Hence, the same must be withdrawn. As there is no such provision in the Constitution of India to provide reservation in government services on economic basis to any caste or communities. It is pertinent to mention that here that in this regard, the 7 judges bench of Honorable Supreme Court of India in a very important case titled as Indra Sahni versus Union of India and others, case held on 16th November 1992, that the reservation shall not be exceed than 49.5% in government services, public sectors. The said bench of Honorable Supreme Court was headed by the then Honorable Chief Justice of India, Mr. Justice Madhukar Hiralal Kania. But at present, central government, setting aside the aforesaid order and judgment passed by the Honorable Supreme Court of India illegally, unconstitutionally and wrongly made the law that 10% reservation shall be given to the general servant communities on economic basis, and hence the total reservation would be 59.5% on the place of 49.5%, which is against the reservation policy laid down in the Constitution of India, and hence the said 10% reservation of general communities must be withdrawn. We have put both of the options stated above before the central government to consider what is like in the interest of the nation. Fifth, to change the policy system of national and state elections, etc., through election voting machines, EVM, and on the place of EVM policy, the elections in the future may be conducted through ballot papers like previously. Before, from the EVM election policy in India and in the National Election Commission, there should be 5 election commissioners, as one from scheduled caste, one from scheduled tribe, one from OBC, one from minorities, and one from general. On the place of 3 at present belongs the general communities only. Next, to change the policy of collegium to appoint the judges in higher judiciary like Supreme Court of India and all the high courts in the states through it. And on the place of collegium, the judges must be appointed in higher judiciary of India through the National Judicial Appointment Commission Act 2014, which is still pending to be passed by the Parliament. In the aforesaid commission, there should be 5 honorable judicial commissioners, as one from scheduled caste, one scheduled tribe, one OBC, one minority and one from general. And in the same manner, the appointment of judges from aforesaid classes must be compulsory in the higher judiciary of India. The existing system of collegium to appoint the judges in higher judiciary from particular two castes like Brahmins and Vaishyas, who are or have been connected from about 350 particular judges' family, worked or working as a judge in the higher judiciary, must be stopped so soon. The aforesaid National Judicial Appointment Commission Act 2014 be passed by the Parliament so soon as it is very necessary in the interest of nation. Accordingly, the Indian judiciary, particularly high judiciary, be made responsible, having inherent jurisdiction in the interest of the nation. The law contempt of courts should not be misused like a weapon by any judge in his favor in Indian higher judiciary. Seventh, the Doordarshan, electromedia, print media and social media etc. be promoted to show the films, serials and provide the informations to the citizens of the country in the manner to promote education, technical education, science and culture etc. for their development and entertainment etc. in good sense. But those must be stopped to spreading out the fatalism, blind faith, hypocrisy and Manubad etc. in India should be restrained. Eighth, that according to the preamble of the Constitution of India, India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic country. And there is a provision in the Article 14 in our Constitution, equality before law and equal protection of law within the territory of India, which provides equality before law and equal protection of law to all the citizens of India. Therefore, there is no question of discrimination among the citizens of the country on the basis of caste, creed, ratio, color and religion by our Constitution. But as we see that the people of SC, ST, OBC, Adivasi, Mool Nivasi communities are still exploited at a large scale by way of physical, social, economic, educational, mentally or on religious basis etc. Exploitation in every part of the country. The atrocities in an inhuman manner, rape and murder cases on minor girls and women are increasing day by day in the country. The burning rape and murder case of Kumari Manisha Balmiki Hathras UP is a present example of rare case like Nirbhaya case. Therefore, keeping in view, we demand that the culprit of Manisha Balmiki case must be hanged like four others in the case of Nirbhaya by the court. And not only this, but in all the cases in the same manner registered at any state of the country, the similar punishment be given by the courts having the jurisdiction. At present, according to situation at Hathras, we demand the prompt action against the offenders and the suspension of the termination of District Magistrate of Hathras, who played the partiality against the victim family by way of misusing his authority as per the illegal direction of Mr. Yogi. Next, that the law or the policy to take the interview of candidates who qualified the written examination of IAS, IPS and for the posts of other so many state services either be stopped or the total number of interview must not be more than 12.5% of the total marks of written examination as per judgment of Supreme Court of India, Ashok Kumar Yadav versus State of Haryana. Secondly, In interview board, there must be 5 members, as one from scheduled caste, one scheduled tribes, one OBC, one minority and one general. Communities, to stop the caste basis partiality and discrimination against SC, ST, OBC and minority classes in the future. Next. The post for joint secretaries in the central government and in the government of state must not be fulfilled from lateral entry, as it is the total violation of the reservation policy and the violation of the Constitution of India. Whereas it is submitted at here that after selection, an IAS officer becomes the joint secretary by promotion after 13 to 15 years. But the central government, setting aside this process, has appointed the 9 joint secretaries from outsources who are the candidates of general communities only. And it came in the notice that the central government is going to appoint further 40 joint secretaries by way of lateral entry, leaving behind the reservation and representation of SC, SC, OBC and minority classes, communities, and hence it is contrary to law and justice. Therefore, this policy of the central government for appointment of joint secretaries from lateral entry must be stopped so soon. Next, the Agricultural Farmers Bill, which has been passed by the central government, is unconstitutional and contrary to the interest and independence of the farmers, as it also takes away the right of the farmers to approach judicial forum to address their grievances. Therefore, it must be withdrawn so soon. The population census, Jangarna, in the country must be conducted showing prescribing the specific population of SC, ST, OBC, minorities and general also. Next, that the Uttar Pradesh Special Security Force, UPSSF, law made by the Yogi government in Uttar Pradesh is contrary to the constitution, illegal and not democratic, and it is the symbol of dictatorship only for the purpose to arrest, punish any innocent person as per the illegal instructions of any higher authority or of the Honorable CM of the state, which is the total violation of Article 14, 15 and 19, etc. of the Constitution of India. Therefore, this law must be withdrawn so soon in the interest of justice. 13. That the law of right to information, RTI law, must be implemented over higher judiciary, all the high courts and the Supreme Court of India, and also on the National Election Commission, like other departments in the country. Next, in criminal cases, comes in the category of rarest rare, most heinous crimes like rape and murder, etc., the minimum compensation amount for the victim family must not be less than rupees 1 crore, payable from the mobile and immobile property of the offender by way of attaching an auction by the court, and if the income by the aforesaid sources from the said property of the offender comes less than rupees 1 crore, the rest amount must be paid by the state government to the victim family to control the aforesaid nature increase in crimes day to day in the country. And apart from the above, the victim family may be entitled by law to file the civil cases for damages and recovery of compensation stated above without paying the court fee. The state government in its interest can recover the court fee by the concerned court after realization of the aforesaid compensation amount. The trial of such cases must be completed in fast track courts within the period of 6 months only. 15 and last. In accident cases, in civil cases and in the cases of heinous crimes where the suffered families becomes unable to hire and choose a good lawyer, good and suitable lawyer, in those cases there should be a legal provision under law that after the realization of the claimed amount, but so may be by the trial court, the contesting lawyer be given 10% amount from the total realized amount by the court, and the rest 90% amount be given to the plaintiff petitioner as the actual party in the case. Hence, the justice can be given to the suffering families, parties, by way of maintaining the balance of law. It is therefore most humble prayer to your good self and to the central government of India that keeping in view under the aforesaid facts and circumstances, kindly consider our memorandum, representation, and after consideration, please make the implementation of it as soon as possible in the interest of aforesaid classes and communities and in the interest of the nation, and oblige please. साथियों, ये जो मेमोरेंडम था जो हमने अभी आपको पढ़ के सुनाया, प्रशासन के कोऑपरेशन से ऑनरेबल प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया को रिसीव हो चुका है. रिसीविंग कॉपी मेरे पास आ गई है. इन द सेम मैनर ऑनरेबल होम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया को जा चुका है, कॉपी मेरे पास आ गई है.